Alright, I'm going to tell you how to look at a girl's boobs. The rule of thumb is, you look at a girl's boobs like you would the sun. Too much looking at the sun burns your eyes out. The rule of thumb is, you don't say anything about it. You don't draw anyone else's attention to it. You don't draw a lot of your own attention to it. Because I'll tell you what the most sexy part of the human body is, your imagination. So, you see some boobs, you get a glance, and you're like, and then you immediately go in your imagination and check that picture, because your imagination is going to make it wonderful for you. The way the light was hitting those boobs, the way they were contoured in that excellent outfit, their kind of pride in being out and about. That's what is awesome about boobs, and your imagination is what gets you there. I'll give you some examples of my own particular boob watching. This lady was sitting in a recliner. She was a young lady. She's really beautiful, really well endowed, and she had just been swimming. She had all her swimming gear, and she was wearing a bathing suit underneath a light open t-shirt, and had pulled some jean shorts up over her bikini bottoms. And I glanced over to say something to her, and she was kind of leaning back in the kind of recliner she was in a little bit, and her shirt was wet, so she was holding it off her chest, kind of shaking it to dry it out. So I kind of looked over, and I'm like looking down her shirt, and I immediately glance away because I'm a gentleman. And I said, "Yeah, so did you?" And she's looking at me smiling. She dropped her shirt again, and she's smiling at me because I'm probably blushing. And I'm kind of like, "So did you want a?" Asking her what she wanted, and she told me, and then I got it, and then I went to hand it to her, and she leaned her chair even further back, pulled her shirt all the way down, so it was just the insides of her breasts and her bikini top, and she was playing with a lollipop with her tongue, and she's sitting with a friend, and I immediately went like that. I just kind of looked up and took a deep breath, and her and her friend burst out laughing, and then I started laughing, and I handed her a drink, and went about my business, all three of us laughing, and that was a perfect way to look at a woman's boobs. It was fun. It was in no way was I being like intrusive or making any kind of comments that would spoil that wonderful encounter, and I'll always have it here in my mind. To what purpose? Because it was a joyful moment of boobs.